Hi folks, it's Jason and my website's jasonburnspreacher.com. It's good to be with you. I just want to talk about Franky Schaeffer and to you, Franky Schaeffer. So if anybody knows Franky Schaeffer, if you could pass this video on, I'd be very grateful. I listened to some of your videos, Franky Schaeffer, concerning your reaction against your father, the great Franky Schaeffer, the Christian apologist of the 60s, 70s and 80s, early 80s. And you say that you understand your father's apologetic method, but you've rejected it, and that there was a double kind of problem with your father, that he kind of had the theology, but it didn't quite work with the practicality, and that really he was a kind of liberal at heart. And I really don't think you understand your own father's theology. And I really don't think you understand your father's apologetic. And to show the inconsistency of your own view, you're saying that evangelicals are bitter and acrimonious politically and cause division. I would tend to agree that some evangelicals can be like that, in politics especially. But at the same time, the left and the political correct brigade can be far more intolerant, far more full of bigotry than any evangelical movement. And I just want to say lastly that when you say that it's good to live in uncertainty, you seem to be very certain that your father's faith is wrong. You say you're not. You kind of say 1 minute you've got faith, 1 minute you're in unbelief, and it sounds rather cozy, but listening to your videos, you're very, very certain that your father's wrong. You've been on record to saying you just disagree completely about hell and stuff like that. But if you are so comfortable about uncertainty, how come you're so certain about your father being wrong concerning these fundamental things? There is the problem with your own theory. Really, you've rejected one certainty for another certainty. And the certainty that you've taken on board has no rational foundation. For example, how do you get the personal in an unpersonal world? How do you get personality? How do you get love when the universe just began from nothing? It doesn't make sense. Your father had it right. From personhood, i.e. God, we have personhood in life. From God's love, we have in the human love. In other words, the Trinity gives the hallmarks of what reality is today. For example, we are social beings. We cannot fully understand our relational sociality unless we understand that God is a Trinity and is created us in His image to be social and to have community. If you take that away, all you have is that we're just bits of dust floating in the universe, and what the heck's it all about? So Franky, I think you need to rethink your position. Take care and God bless.